I am a Doom Space Marine, and today we are going to be reviewing the unboxing and the reviewing of the new Viper Ultimate. This is the Cyberpunk edition, as you can see. So without further ado, let's get started. Howdy there, folks. So as you can see, the Cyberpunk logo is staring us right in the face. So the box, it's absolutely beautiful. Looks great. As you can see, there's V with the Cyberpunk logo once again. This is the bad boy we're going to be unboxing. This is the Viper Ultimate. This goes and puts you out about 150 bucks. Well, the special edition did. It usually goes for about 120, I believe. So, but yeah, let's get this bad boy unboxed. So initially, you will have to cut a little bit of tape right here. But once you do, it just opens up like this, nice and easy. Beautiful presentation right out of the box. As you saw earlier, I did a review on the Logitech G915. It wasn't nearly as snazzy as this unboxing experience is. It's definitely nicer. This presents you right off the bat with what you're looking at and what you bought. So let's get this bad boy out of here. In the box comes the mouse itself. It's very, very, very light. This is following the new modern, light mouse trend. They're super popular right now. Except this one, unlike, a lot of them on the market, you don't got that Swiss cheese approach. For some, they like the hexagonal cutouts, all that stuff, but for me with OCD, it's hard to actually enjoy that kind of look. So this mouse itself is very, very, very light. Doesn't feel cheap, doesn't bend, doesn't do anything weird. It feels well built. The quality's up there. Let's get a closer look at this. And as you can see, Cyberpunk logo. Some decorative stuff. Absolutely gorgeous mouse. Feels really good in the hand. I have bigger hands, I'm 6'1", and this fits my hands pretty well. They have the Viper Mini for those with smaller hands, but this overall is a really good feeling ambidextrous mouse. So, with that said, what else comes in the box? Well, what else comes in the box is this dock. I have to be careful where I set this because I already took the adhesive protection film off of this. But this is the dock. As you can see, the USB dongle's already in there. I forgot to put it back in there. This is a re-unboxing. This dock has two things here, and this guy just sits on there magnetically, I believe. But taking this off is really easy. It's not going to pull up this from the table or anything like that. This will charge when it's on here. It'll do a breathing effect while it's charging, and then once it's fully charged, it'll have a fully green light on it. So the dock it's got a good weight to it. It's solidly built. In the back of this, there is I want to say, micro USB. So this is using micro USB 2. This mouse has an option to be used wired as well, as you can see right there by I'm trying to get it in the light there, but there is a micro USB port underneath this, so you can use it wired too if you'd like to. Going a little bit further in the box, I'm going to put this guy back into the styrofoam just so we don't get any dirt on it or anything. You get this right here, and this is a promotional kind of thing, thanks for buying, that kind of thing. Nice little insert. And then you get, of course, the instruction booklet. Let's see. In this also comes a couple of Razer's obligatory stickers. Most of their products come with a couple Razer stickers in them, but this is an instruction book, and it's got multiple languages, so definitely supports multi-language, that kind of thing. Going a little bit further in the box, the last thing you get is the cable. Now, in my review with the G915, I was talking about how the cable was definitely high quality, wasn't going to kink, wasn't going to cause problems like that. Well, this cable, it's got a little bit of bends in it, but this cable is super light. The braiding on it is super flexible. This cable is actually looser, more rope-like than the Logitech's cable. So this cable for a mouse cable, you're not going to notice it. It's plenty long if you want to actually have it plugged into the mouse itself. It just goes in this little slot right here, just like that. And so if you want to use this wired, it works great. Otherwise, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be having this USB dongle right here plugged into this. You're just going to plug this into here, and you have the charging dock. So there's the unboxing. Overall experiences with this. So this dock is really cool because it allows you to do all kinds of RGB effects with it. It's got some LED strips right here on the bottom of it along the whole thing. This dock is really handy because it allows you to shove your mouse down on your desk somewhere, just have it charging. Overall, with the G915 and the Razer Ultimate Viper here, I've been able to actually narrow down my desk setup by quite a bit. There's no cables that are really noticeable, except for the ones coming out of the back of the dongle dock, and then on the G915 the same thing, which actually comes in really nice because it really makes a clean setup. So how's this thing perform? I've been using this mouse for about 2 days now, and I can say I'm very pleased with it. So this one comes with 2 mechanical switches on each side. These ones right here. It is ambidextrous, so you can click them on either side. If you're a lefty, you can use this side. The buttons are already bound to 4 and 5. However, unlike some ambidextrous mouses I've used, I've never actually ended up bumping these mistakenly, which is super nice because I know with some ambidextrous mouses, you end up having issues where these two get bumped quite a bit because your fingers are over here. Overall, these switches feel really good. They're pretty quiet. Now, going up to the top here, the design is just out of this world. It looks great. I love the yellow-black contrast. This, of course, is the Cyberpunk edition. I don't know how much longer this one's going to be on the market, but I ended up picking it up because I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding CD Projekt right now and Cyberpunk, but honestly, with all the bugs and stuff, I still enjoyed the game, and I still enjoy the game. There's a lot of replayability. You can build your character however you like. It's really awesome. I'll end up probably doing a full review of Cyberpunk here in a while. But this mouse just looks epic, and it looks great, feels great, super light. Getting down to the performance here, so this thing has a 20,000 DPI sensor in it. You can crank it all the way up there if you want, but I usually stick around 2,000 to 3,000 at most, because once you get up there, you're getting to the point where it's getting a little bit ludicrous for you to get any kind of aiming control, that kind of thing, unless you've got hands of God or something that can control this thing. I don't know. If you like it that high, that's cool, but I'll stick around with my 3,000, 2,000. Overall, the performance for this, when it comes to scrolling, super smooth. It's got 1,000 something polling rate, so it's super useful because it has super smooth movements. The sensor's great. Once you turn this thing on, so I don't know if you can see that right there. There's a DPI switch here on the bottom, which to me is a little bit inconvenient. I'm used to the G502, and it's got a DPI switch right straight up on the top of it. I suppose one could actually do like a DPI clutch on one of these if they wanted to, but overall, the DPI switch on the bottom is like one of the gripes I have against it. It's not even that big of a gripe. But mid-game, it's kind of difficult to just jump on and the switch without getting killed or something. I mainly play Call of Duty, stuff like that. Right here is the on-off switch. Unfortunately, unlike the G915, this does not have Bluetooth capabilities. So if you're wanting to play this on your Android tablet or something like that, you're kind of out of luck. But this dongle here is very small. I mean, it's tiny. A lot of them have started getting very compact. So if you have a laptop, stuff like that, it's not going to be jutting out really far. It's really nice to have that compact dongle. You have right here storage for the dongle for whenever you're actually going to be taking this on the go. So that's nice. You don't have to have a separate case or anything like that. Weird. You don't have to worry about losing it. The buttons here. So these two are optical switches. So far, so good. I know, like on Minecraft and stuff, for those of you who drag click, this is not going to be the mouse for you. This thing, because it has optical switches, registers clicks. They don't register extra. I've, had a buddy that says this will not drag click. This won't double click, so when you bounce it off and then it, does a double click, which it's due to the optical switches. But if you're a COD player like me, or you play other games that just require you to click fast and precisely, these switches are great. These switches are super responsive. They feel good. They sound good. And the actuation on them allows, you know, if you're a really fast clicker, like me, and you play on Minecraft and you try and get, you know, 9 to 10 CPS average, this mouse is great for the actuation strength that it takes to push it down. It's not super hard, but it's also not super light or heavy. So it's got a great quality switch underneath there. These optical switches, I believe, work by actuating and then blocking off light. That switches the on-off switch and then acts as a left or right click. The scroll wheel on it is a little bit tighter than I'm used to. It takes a little bit more effort than I'm familiar with to scroll it. It is a clicky one. It's got notches on it, and it's definitely one of those ones with stages kind of thing. It's not going to be a freewheel. For those of you who love the freewheel on the G502, it's not got that feature, but it's super solid. Doesn't wobble nearly, I mean, at all. It's got a solid middle click feel. But yeah, overall, so going into the performance of it, I've been very pleased with this mouse. This mouse is light. It performs like all get up. It's great. Also worth mentioning, sorry for the forgetfulness here. Once you switch this baby on, you'll get an LED effect. This LED is the only one on it, so if you don't like a ton of RGB, it's super useful just to have this, you know, kind of nice little spot covered up by your hand so it's not super bright at night. This allows for a lot of RGB effects, just like the dock does. Razer's got some great software called Synapse, and it works pretty solid if you know what you're doing on it. There is different ways to do the switches and stuff. All of these are assignable, so that's useful. So yeah, overall usage experience, I would give this probably like an 8 or 9 out of 10. I mean, the only thing that subtracts from that, you know, a little bit is that DPI switch down at the bottom. But yeah, I mean, for 120 bucks, the build quality, the quality of use, just the materials it uses, it's got a matte finish. It's not glossy, but it's a solid mouse. So anyway, that is my review of the Cyberpunk 2077 Razer Viper Ultimate. This is a Doom Space Marine, and I am out.